Welcome back. In this episode we are moving my storage stack, brushing up on some horse stables, finding the stronghold, and fighting the dragon. So this is my storage stack in the middle of the storage room, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a storage room if you're just going to dump all your stuff in the middle. Usually after a trip out, I would just get back here and randomly dump my stuff in the middle. So until I've set up the storage to automatically sort the items, I will just move it over to the general items on the side here. So I can still come back here and dump all my stuff in the main categories of stone, wood, and then miscellaneous, which is basically everything else. This then frees up the middle of the storage room for more exciting things like jumping around and such. It's kind of like when you clean off the items you don't need from your desk and you go, wow, that only took me 5 minutes to do, but it's so much nicer to sit at my desk now. So Pixie decided that she wanted to build a horse stables to, well, keep the horses in. So I helped her to add some finishing touches on the outside, and we worked on getting some horses in there now that we had found some saddles. It seems that you can even tame or at least ride the skeleton horses, but the only issue with them is that they are quite slow compared to some of the other horses. Apparently they also like to climb up on the hay bales. How does a whole horse fit on the top of a hay bale? Also adding a tiny little stable over here for when you just want to park your horses really quickly and don't want to have to walk all the way back up to the larger stables. This is a little bit of a dodgy location, but it is very convenient. So I managed to get some ender eyes together ready to locate the nearest stronghold, so that we can open a nether portal and head to the end. I'm sure you all already know how to do this. Create an eye of ender with a blaze rod dust and then combine it with an ender pearl to create an eye of ender. Luckily, one of the villagers, I think it was a brewing type villager, happened to have an ender pearl trade, so that saved me some pain of having to farm the ender eyes from endermen. Stop saying ender. Now we just chuck them up in the air and follow where they're heading, if you can actually see the direction they're heading in. Sometimes they drop down and you can catch them, and sometimes they seem to disappear, so hopefully I bought enough to locate the stronghold before I run out of ender eyes. And of course the stronghold is located up some giant mountain, so it seems the entrance is somewhere in a mesa biome. Time to dig down and hope for the best. So we have located the stronghold, and now it is time to find the portal room and see if there's actually any other good loot in here before we prepare to enter the end. Oh, and an armor trim. Not sure what they actually look like, but I'll add it to the collection. Well, actually this is my first armor trim, so I guess it's just a collection of one. Seems there is some kind of dungeon down here as well. I guess a good fortress must also have a dungeon in it, just to hang out before you head over to the portal and dragon. That makes sense. Well, I guess it is time to go back and stock up on some more ender eyes to activate this portal and get into the dragon fight. Preparing for the dragon flight. Slow falling potions, gear, backup gear, ender chest, healing potions, some bricks for towering up, bow and arrows, shield. What can go wrong? So I have actually only beat the dragon once before on hard mode without having to switch the difficulty to creative, so I could cheat my way back to the end and pick up my lost gear. But I have moved on since then and realized that if you do cheat, it makes the game a lot less fun. And you do kind of lose respect for the world a bit if you can just do whatever you want. I guess that's why there are game rules. So no cheating, and if I die, then I just have to run back and grab all my gear. That's the fun of the game, isn't it? Kinda like life. You just have to keep trying even when a dragon is kicking your butt. Get back up and keep going. Looking back now, I actually did forget to set my spawn outside the portal, which could be a problem. It was on the almost last tower that I just stayed around for a little bit too long here, and the dragon was really covering me with a lot of dragon breath, and there was no escape plan from this one. But we can come back from this. You can do it. It's just a long run back. Okay, backup gear reloaded and time to boat all the way back. I knew I should have set a respawn point. Recovered most of my gear, I think. Not that I can check at the moment, so I'll just chuck it all into this ender chest. Lucky I had bought the extra slowfall potions, or I would have been splattered. Many hours later, an Enderman actually got the final blow on the dragon, but I still got the achievement. Then I actually sat and watched all of the end screen credits, which go for ages and are very deep and meaningful. I think I actually had read them before many years ago on my first dragon fight, but now it's even more special. Okay, now what do I do? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my epic skills of dragon fighting. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.